Well, hello, good people. Today we are going to be building 4 Balloon Garland Cluster Columns for a corporate celebration. We are going to be using the bases that we had cut at Lowe's in the video in which I showed you guys how to make a balloon arch structure. We're going to be using flanges, and this time we're going to be using these PVC connectors. It makes it super easy for us to place our PVC poles inside, and it'll be nice and secure. I want to show you guys, I already have some of the balloons blown up already. So here we have tropical teal, we have gray, we have pastel yellow, and then I'm going to be blowing up more of this pale blue that you see right here. And let's get started on these good old column structures. Alrighty, so I am recycling bases that I already have. This is actually a 1/2 inch flange, so I'll most likely end up using a conduit pole to go inside of this base, and then PVC 3/4 flanges and 3/4 PVC to go into my other bases. So now let us start cranking out some more pale blue balloons so that we can start building these columns, guys. So each of my columns are gonna have 2 Starburst balloons on them. They come individual like this, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to put the Starburst balloons together. But you'll see this is the valve area, and you wanna make sure that you get the nozzle underneath the valve area in order to blow it up. So a lot of people will actually use a hand pump. Most of the time I just use this electric pump. So here in the back, I have a bucket full of poles, conduit, and PVC, and they're all different heights. So these balloon columns are gonna be 8 feet tall, and what we're gonna do is recycle some of this old conduit and PVC that we have. So our flanges that we're using for PVC are 3/4 in size. This looks like a 3/4 puppy. Yep. See right there, it says 3/4 PVC. So we're gonna use this one, and then I'm gonna start recycling some more. So remember that one base that we're using, we need a pole for, because it's a 1/2 inch flange and it has a 1/2 inch connector for conduit connected to it. All right, so first we're starting off with the PVC. This one here looks like it's probably about 5.5 feet. You want to push down so that it gets in there nice and tight. This one looks about the same height, 5.5 feet. So I have to add the connector onto my flange. 1/2 inch connector, 1/2 inch flange. Screw that puppy in. So now let's start adding the balloons. Okay guys, so this is how we are going to connect another cluster to this column, even though there's no more pole left. So there's so many options, but let me show you one. What you can do is tie the cluster to one of the necks of the balloons in the previous cluster. Okay guys, so we are going to add the 5-inch balloon clusters to our columns now. So the 5-inch balloons are great for covering up where you can see poles in between the balloons. Okay, for the Starburst balloons, what you want to do is tie 2 of the pieces together, and then you want to do another set of 2. You can make your Starburst balloons as big as you want, but I'm only going to use 2 sets to not overwhelm the column vision that I have. But what you're going to do is twist them together, and that will build your Starburst balloon. So you can add a good, probably I would say 5 or 6 sets of 2 to get like a bigger Starburst. So I'm actually gonna have to use some of my jumbo Starburst because I have run out of the regular size. Now I'm loading everything up. You can see that the base came apart, so to avoid that, I would just recommend that you guys use tape around your pole and the base to give it extra security. We are now in DC. Now I'm your tour guide. Over to the right is the monument. But now we are delivering, and the columns are actually being hidden in a conference room because the company doesn't want the employees to see them until their event the following day. But this is the finished product. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You are appreciated. Until next time, good people.